So my name is David Mitchell, and so in my FYS board game design, I focused on the game design mechanic of dice rolling. So care to try your luck? So one game that uses dice rolling as the main mechanic of the game is Yahtzee. And this game, the whole dice rolling aspect can get very repetitive, since all you do is you just keep putting dice into a cup and re-rolling them. This game also just boasts a lack of strategy, since again, all you do is you just put dice into a cup, you keep re-rolling, hope for the best numbers, but there's no way to strategically improve your outcome other than just putting away some bad numbers and hoping for better ones. There's also no player interaction in this game. The only interaction at all is at the very end, where you just try to see if you had a higher score than your opponents. There's no way that you can try to affect your opponent's outcome at all, nor can they affect yours. And lastly, it's just simplistic decision making, since you're only just going to decide which categories to go for. That's going to get you the highest numbers at the end. A game that uses dice not even to roll them, but just as counters, is Magic the Gathering. This game uses d6 and d20s to represent counters on cards and life gain respectively. But in this game, d6s could just be replaced by any other object. So like in this case, this image shows plus and minus 1 tokens instead of just d6. And d20s are replaceable by various scorecard methods. So in this game overall, dice aren't necessary at all. There's very minimal dice rolling that actually occurs in this game, and it's always replaceable. A game that focuses on dice rolling as a complementary aspect, which is what I think is the best use of dice rolling, is Zombicide Black Plague. And this game instead prioritizes elements such as strategic teamwork, because this game uses dice as a way to determine combat damage. So the way to mitigate how much damage you take is to try to avoid combat in this game. This game, again, so it prioritizes survival, so if you avoid combat as much as possible, you can mitigate how much damage you have to take, or how much you have to roll the dice that affects how much damage you may have to take. Characters also have different strengths and weaknesses, so if you played your character's strengths more, you can avoid having to take as much damage. You can make sure combat is more likely to go in your favor. And again, like I said, just avoid excessive combat in this game. It mitigates how much damage you have to take overall and improves your odds of survival and thus winning the game. And these are my works cited.